Hi, happy to see you again. And today we're going to do a book about hugs. 2 books. So before we start, go ahead and get a stuffed animal at home. You guys have yours, I have mine. And let's take time to say hello to our yoga friends. So at home, your yoga friend is any stuffed animal you want to have with you, or a doll, or anything. Hello. Okay, so our 2 books are about hugging. The first book is called Hugsby. And it's about a little, looks like a cute little monster that's looking for hugs. The second book is called Hug. And it's about a monkey looking for a hug. So before we start, let's hug. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale, hug. So we're hugging our stuffed animal. You can hug your family, you can hug your friend, you can hug yourself. Good. Let's go ahead and stand up and do a big hug stretch. We're doing yoga along with our book today. You ready? Let's get up. Go in star pose, reach up. Inhale, exhale, hug. Good. We're gonna go ahead and do a sideways hug. So go in triangle pose. Stretch out your arms, your legs. Inhale, exhale, hug. Good. Okay, other side. Triangle, stretch, reach out the arms, the legs. Ooh, that feels good. Inhale, exhale, hug. Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and face our stuffed animal and do our nose hug or nose breath. So right here, your friend is here, you're here. Put your stuffed animal to the side so I can see. Good. And then we'll face our stuffed animal. And then as we inhale, we're gonna touch noses. Ready? I see, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. You do it? Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Ah. So in yoga, we inhale through our nose and exhale out our mouth. And let's start our book. And we do that so that our breath can keep us calm. Okay. Hugsby. So this is a little beginning part of the book. It's in the little flap of the book here. And it has like a pet store with all these different types of monsters inside of it. And she finds a pet monster here, Hugsby. Smart, cuddly, and what does that say? And a great listener. Hugsby, smart, cuddly, and a great listener. And then she learns about Hugsby in this little flap of the book. It says here, let's pull it out so we can look at it. This little flap says, let's read it together. The day Shelley brought Hugsby home, she knew he was not like any other pet monster. He couldn't do handstands, or make paper airplanes, or blow bubbles. Shelley didn't care. She loved him anyway, monstrously so. But when Pet Monsters Show and Tell Day arrived, Shelley began to worry. Celeste's monster did magic tricks, and Henry's did triple flips. What could Hugsby do? The answer was more than she ever imagined. So what could Hugsby do? I think Hugsby could hug. Okay, let's start. So this is Monster Adoption Day, or Monster Adoption Special. Everyone is adopting different monsters. That's a big one. And then she adopts tiny Hugsby. She takes Hugsby home in the car. And they go to the park. They play together. They have tea parties. They try to blow bubbles. And they go to bed. Hugsby waited all day long for Shelly to come home from school. Sometimes he would draw pictures, bake cookies. He practiced blowing bubbles. But he couldn't wait to do what he loved best, is hug Shelly. So let's go ahead and go back into some more hugging stretches, okay? We're gonna go back into standing up. You ready? Let's get our yoga friend at home, our stuffed animal. Let's go ahead and stand up, go back into our triangle stretch. We took one side, arms open, ready to hug. Good. This time we're gonna hug our leg. So open the arms and then reach down and hug your leg. Stretch. Have your yoga friend with you. Good. Let's do that again on this side. Wave your yoga friend so I can see. Good. Now take your hands on the ground by your foot. Bend this knee. And then hug the leg. Keep the knee bent. Reach the arm up. Good. Now reach that arm side. Ooh, do you feel that stretch? Wave your yoga friend. Good. Now straighten that leg again. Triangle pose, open the arms. Good. And then hug that leg. Good stretch. Let's hold this stretch for a while. Are you hugging your leg? Is your yoga friend with you? Good. Well, then do you feel that in the back of your leg? Okay, let's try the other side. Ready? You're doing great. Take your yoga friend the other side. Triangle pose. We're going to be like Hugsby. We love to hug. So we're going to hug our leg down here. Ready? And hug this leg. Take your arms around. Get your yoga friend with you. Ooh. Stretch back here. Oh, good. Okay. Let's go ahead and take one arm down and bend this knee. Take your arm down by your leg. And then reach the arm up. Oh, good. And then hug that leg. Good stretch. And then take that top arm and reach your yoga friend or your stuffed animal at home to the side. Wave your yoga friend so I can see. I see you. Hello. And ready? We're gonna hug. Here we go. The arm up again, go back into our triangle stretch. Straighten the leg. One more time. And last time, let's hug this leg straight. One extra stretch. Really wrap your arms around that leg. Good. Did you feel those stretches? Okay. So next, in the story, what happens is that they open the door and then Shelly comes home. So let's go ahead. In yoga pose, there is a pose called gate pose. We've done it before because we're opening a door. So gate pose is like triangle pose when you're on a knee. So let's go ahead and take our yoga mat with us, guys. Good. Yeah. And then we're going to come down to our knees. You ready? And then just take a leg out. And then this is gate pose. Good. You got it. And then we're just going to reach our hands down and stretch. Good. And then go ahead and come up. From here, take your knees down and then hug your friend here. Sit down and hug. Good. Come up. Let's try that again with the other side. So you can curl your toes behind you if you like for support. And then other leg out. You can put your yoga friend to the other side. Gate pose. Good. And then stretch to that leg. Good. Yoga friend is helping you. Nice. And then we come down and hug. Good. Okay, let's do that again. So come up. And then curl your toes if you like. So toes are curled behind you, maybe. Reach one leg out. Gate pose. Now let's take our yoga friend and really reach far over. And wave your friend. Good. And then come in and hug. Good. One more time, other side. We're going to reach that arm, okay? So curl the toes, leg out. Yeah. Yoga friend's ready. And then this is where we get to reach our yoga friend all the way over in gate pose. Wave it so I can see. Oh, and that stretch. Good. And then we add a hug. Come in and hug. Good. Okay. So, Hugsby is happy. We're happy because his friend Shelly came home. And we did gate pose because that's a door. Moving on. Well, okay. One day, Shelly announced tomorrow is Pet Monster Show and Tell Day. You can come to school with me, Hugsby. Hugsby jumped up and down in excitement. Yay, that is one happy monster. Look at his ears. That is funny. Look at his tail. That is a cute monster. Okay. Oh, what happens next? We just need to teach you a trick or something, Shelly said. Uh-oh, remember in the beginning of the book, Hugsby didn't know any tricks? We'll find out. Okay. Let's see what they're doing. Well, Shelly threw a toy and asked Hugsby to fetch. Hugsby just sat and smiled. Nope, not fetching the toy, but he looks cute. Okay, next. Shelly tried to teach Hugsby to juggle, but instead he almost ate the beanbags. Well, he couldn't figure out how to fold an airplane or do a handstand, and he still couldn't blow bubbles. There he is trying. Oh, almost. He's really trying to blow bubbles. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. You know we were gonna do that, right? Ready? Okay, so the first thing is we're gonna fold an airplane. So we are just, instead of folding, we're gonna become an airplane. You ready? Let's go ahead and go into our triangle pose to start out with, and start with some hugging, and then from there we can go in airplane pose. Okay? So let's go ahead and stand up. It's your yoga friend. Hello. And triangle pose. Good. Let's come down and hug our leg. Hug your leg. Good. Okay. And then try the other side. Yoga friends, the other side. Ready? Triangle pose. Getting ready. We're going to do our airplane pose next. Ready? And hug that leg. Ooh, good stretch. You got it. Okay. Now let's go into airplane pose. Ready? Now that we stretched out, leg back. Take your yoga from here. Good. And we're going to add a hug because we're pretending to be Hugsby, right? So we are in airplane pose. You have your leg out. Okay. So we're going to add a hug. Come in. Take that leg, wrap it around. Wrap your arms around as much as you can. Good. And then open up. Wow. You balance? It's okay if you fall over. Yeah, you got it. Let's try the other side. Ready? Take your yoga friend with you. On your other leg. Airplane. And then, because we're pretending to be Hugsby. Ready? I'll wait for you. Good. Wrap that leg around. Wrap your arms around. Big twisted hug. Yeah. Good. And fly. Ah. Very cool. That was fun. Okay. So next, well, Hugsby could not do a handstand. I can't do a handstand. Can you? So here is Hugsby trying to do a handstand. I think this is what I look like when I try and do a handstand. So let's go ahead and go into our triangle pose to start out with. We can put our friend down so we can have our hands free. You ready? But maybe your yoga friend could be next to you to watch you, okay? Put your yoga friend down there. Ready? Okay. Now we're just gonna try. So go into your triangle pose. Good. Now let's add a hug first. So we have our friend down. We're just gonna hug this leg. Hug that leg. Ooh, that feels good. Good. And then the arms out. Let's do the other side. And triangle pose. Reach the arms out. You can wave your hands. Nice. And hug that leg. Good stretch. Ooh, hugging is good. Okay. Now what are we trying to do? Oh, a handstand. So here, you can go ahead and bend this knee and then try to reach your hands down and your feet up. If you want, you can just raise one leg. Now, let's go ahead and walk our hands close to that leg and reach the other leg up. So it's kind of like a half a handstand. So right here, bend that knee. Take your hands down. Put your hands close or around that foot. And pick the other leg up. Whoa! How you doing? Good! How'd you do? So that's the best I can do. Good. Let's try the other side. You ready? Here we go. This is fun. Okay. Let's start out with our triangle stretch. And then we're gonna bend that knee. Put your hands down. Put your hands around that foot. Pick up that leg. Whoa! Wow, you got it! Good! So we're practicing. Good. Now, if you can do a full handstand, go for it. I cannot. Sometimes sometimes you can go from down dog to handstand. You want to try that? Let's try that. Okay. So we can take our yoga front underneath us in down dog if you like. Ooh. Let's do some kicks. Okay. And then you can kick your legs up. Whoa. Are you doing it? Can you go to handstand? We can try. Hey, good job. You're better than me. So that was fun practicing our handstand, just like Hugsby. But it's okay if we can't do one, because Hugsby can't do one either. Next one is trying to blow bubbles. So we're gonna go ahead and do our hamster breath we did last time. So as you inhale, blow your cheeks out. And then exhale. Ready? Inhale. Oh, that feels good. One more time. Inhale. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's move on. Ready? So, finally, Shelly tried to teach Hugsby to dance, but he hugged her instead. She couldn't teach him anything. Oh, Hugsby, sighed Shelly. So, Hugsby was tired, so Shelly hugged him in for a nap. I love you anyway, Hugsby, she whispered. The next morning, Hugsby woke up early. He held Shelly's hand and skipped all the way to school. Pet Monster Show and Tell Day. Welcome, monsters! Everybody is bringing their pet monster for show and tell. Oh, look at that one. Okay, so after the school bell rang, Mrs. Peach had the children introduce their monsters, and then they all sang a welcome monster song. Shelly thought that show and tell might be okay after all. Well, Tommy went first. Snow Guy is real big and real strong. Hugsby isn't big or strong, thought Shelly. Celeste was next. She and her monster Lottie put on a magic show. Hugsby doesn't know any magic tricks, thought Shelly. Greenie is a gymnast with 3 eyes and many, many teeth. He can do triple backflips, Henry said. Shelly gulped. Hugsby couldn't do a single flip. He couldn't even do a somersault. Well, let's see if we can do some of these things. Okay, so first thing we're gonna try and do is this one here. This is Mr. Snow Guy. Let's go ahead and balance. We're gonna take our yoga friend. Ready? We're gonna go ahead and put our yoga friend out on one hand. Now, can you hold your yoga friend out with a flat palm? Depends on how big your yoga friend is. You can use 2 palms. You can even hold a little bit with your hand. Hey, good job. Okay, so if you can't hold him with your palm, you can hold him with your hand. We're gonna go ahead and do what Mr. Snow Guy is doing. He has one hand on the hip here. Let's see. He has one hand on the hip. Looks like he's doing a warrior pose. So we're gonna go ahead and bend the knee just like Mr. Snow Guy and hold this up. Now take your back hand and rest it on the back leg and reach up, stretch. Good. And then from here, take your hands down, put your friend down, reach for your hands down and try to do a handstand with one leg bent, hands around that foot, knee is bent, ready to lift up that leg. Remember our handstand? Good. And then go to our down dog here, kick your legs, maybe your yoga friend is underneath you, and we can try our handstand again. Hey, good job. Oh, good. Okay, let's try the other side. You ready? So we're gonna go ahead and be like Mr. Snow Guy in a warrior pose, holding up our yoga friend in the other hand. Ready? Okay, here we go. Our warrior pose, one leg is bent, one hand on your, I think I have the wrong hand. Like one hand on your hip and then reach back. Oh, yoga friend, good. I see you, wave that yoga friend there. Good, now that front knee is bent. So we're gonna go ahead and put our yoga friend down. Right here, And then keep this knee bent. Try to get around that foot. And then pick up that leg. Woo! One leg handstand. Now let's go into our down dog. Have some more fun with our yoga friend underneath us. Put your yoga friend there. Good. Okay. Down dog. Here we go. One more time. Let's try some kicks. And you don't have to do a handstand. I can't. But just have fun trying. Oh, yeah. Good. It's always fun to try, right? Okay. That was fun. So next, we're going to move on. This three-eyed monster was doing somersaults. So let's do some somersaults. Ready? Take our yoga friend, go on the ground. Put our yoga friend between our ankles here. Reach our yoga friend up. Oh, that feels good. Good. Roll back. Reach your arms up. And then reach for your yoga friend. Oh. And try that again. Reach up. Is your yoga friend there? Good. Roll down. Reach forward to your yoga friend. Make sure you stretch those arms. One more time if that feels good. Get your legs way back. I see you. You can even try to look at your yoga friend. And one more time, going forward. Arms up. Good. And okay. That was cool. Monster show and tell is fun. Okay. So, there's all different types of monsters. Finally, it was Hugsby's turn. And my monster sits really still. He's a good listener. He gives great hugs just when you need them. Jelly hugged him back. Everybody cheered, yay! Oh, there's a little tiny monster up here. Yay! And then Shelly couldn't believe it. Everyone wanted hugs from Hugsby. Shelly didn't care if Hugsby was big or strong or couldn't do triple flips. She didn't care if he could blow fancy bubbles, because Hugsby gave the best hugs, and he gave them to everyone. And he finally blew a bubble of love. So let's do our love breath. Ready? We're gonna go ahead, take our hands at our hearts. I like this. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now, let's do that from our, what pose did we do before? We did airplane pose. Remember airplane pose we did? And we did that because Hugsby was practicing trying to fold airplanes, right? So go into our airplane pose. Take a leg up. Bring it just like Hugsby. Good. Come in, do a hug. Wrap your arms and legs. Oh my goodness. And then make a hug with your hands. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's try the other side. You're good at that. Ready? Other leg. And then we wrap our arms and legs. Flying and hugging. And then at your heart. Inhale and exhale. Hey, good. You did really good. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our last book. And this is called Simply Hug. Hug. So this little monkey just goes around saying hug, hug. Ready? There's a little monkey. And he just goes hug. And he sees elephants hugging. He says, hug. Then he goes around and he sees, I think those are lizards hugging. He says, hug. Then he sees snakes hugging. And he says, hug. And then he leaves sad because he didn't get a hug. And then all the animals see him leaving, and he's sad because he didn't get a hug. And then he goes on top of some elephants and says, hug. The elephants look at him like, what do you mean? Aww, who's looking for a hug? And then he's on the elephant, hug. He sees lions hugging. Aww, he's still looking for a hug. And then on top of the elephants going for a ride, he sees giraffes hugging. Hug. And then all the animals look at him. Where's he going? Hippos are hugging too. As the elephants leave, the monkey looks back. Hug. And then he looks at all the animals. The animals look back and the monkey yells, hug! Oh. And then all the animals look at him and he's on the ground crying. Hug. comes Mommy! Bobo! And Mommy! Guess what? He's gonna get hug! Hug, 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 hug! Yay! Everybody! You're so happy! You got a hug! And then at the very end, the monkey thanks the elephant and gives him a big hug. So, you can tell our stories today were about hugs. Let's go back to do some hugs with these animals, okay? So the first animal was the elephant. You ready? Let's take our yoga friend, take our legs out, and then reach your elephant trunk with your yoga friend and swing in a circle to get some stretches. Oh, that feels good. Good. And then swing our elephant trunk the other way. Good. We're gonna go ahead and hug one leg with our elephant trunk. Hug. And reach our elephant trunk up. Hug the other leg. Woo. And hug. Let's do that again. Reach our elephant trunk up with our yoga friend and hug that elephant leg. Good stretching. One more time. Elephant trunk and hug that leg. Good. Okay, next one was a lizard. So we're gonna go ahead. This is called pigeon stretch in yoga, but we're gonna call it lizard stretch. So all you do is come down, guys, and then you bend one leg, and the other leg extends back. Good, feel that stretch on the, so you're gonna feel this stretch right behind this hip here on this side. And then you're gonna stretch down. And we're gonna call this lizard, even though it's a pigeon stretch. And then come up, bring this back leg around forward, and hug. Good. Let's try that again, okay? We're gonna go into our pretend lizard pose. One leg goes back, one leg bent. Stretch forward and down, get low to the ground. Putting a stretch in that leg. How you doing? Make sure you reach that leg out. Good. And then reach the back leg around and a hug. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Let's try the other side. You ready? Okay, so we're gonna bend the other leg, reach the other leg back. And this is our pretend lizard pose today. Let's come down for a stretch. And ready to hug? We are always ready to hug. Ready? Come up, reach that back leg forward, and hug. Yay! That's the best part. Okay, one more time, okay? Here we go. Reach that back leg back, come down. And then hug. Here we go. Hug, hug, hug. Yay! And then there was also a snake. So let's go ahead and go into our snake stretch. Oh my goodness. We're gonna reach on our arms. Hold our yoga friend here. Let's put our yoga friend down. Hands down, feet are flat. Lift up your snake head, stretch. Come down and then bend your knees and hug down. Good, let's go ahead and try that again. Come down. Hold out your yoga friend. Good. Put your yoga friend down, hands down, lift up for a good that stretch with our snake neck. Bend our knees, come back down for a hug. And then there were some lions, so we're doing cat stretch. And then put your yoga friend underneath you if you like. And then stretch our cat back and forth. Oh, that feels good. This is a good one, huh? Yep. Good. And then we're gonna go ahead and hug. So come back and hug your friend. And come back down and do some cat stretches again. Oh, that feels good. Doesn't that feel good? And come on to our bottom and hug. Good. What other animals were there? I think that's it. Oh, hippo. There was a hippo. Well, I don't know how to do a hippo pose. Let's think what we can do for a hippo. Let's go ahead and be big and just do our down dog. So put our yoga friend here and we'll go into down dog. But to go into hippo, let's bend our knees. So to hippo, if we're going to hippo pose, let's bend our knees and reach back. Hippo. And down dog. Did you feel that stretch? Bend your knees, push your arms back. Hippo. Good. And hippo. Good. And then come down and hug your friend. Okay, I think we did all the animals. Did I skip any of the animals? Oh, we have monkey. So, final one is monkey. Bobo the monkey. You ready? So we're gonna go ahead and come down, make our knees bent, and then reach for bananas. You can reach side to side. Good. Now, if you want to reach one side and hold it here and stretch your hand, you can have your hands on the ground. Good. And then walk, other side, hands on the ground for balance. Yeah! And try that again. Now see if you can't reach for bananas and balance here. Whoa, that's hard. Let's try the other side. And the entire time you're getting a stretch on that leg. And reach for bananas. You can keep your hands on the ground if you need to. Whoa, be careful, don't fall over. Good. Okay. And let's go ahead and come close. That was fun being on the animals. You have fun? So the most important part is that it's about hugging. Let's take the arms open, inhale, and exhale, hug. Aww. And let's do our nose hugging breath. Ready? Your friend here, and we're here. Okay, here we go. Inhale, touch noses. And exhale, back. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then do one more hug heart breath. Here we go. Ready? Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Good. So go ahead and take one hand over the other at your heart. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths in your chest. Think about all the love at the center of your heart, in your body, in your chest. Feel the chest rise and fall. Open the eyes. Take your hands in prayer. Inhale, rise the hands up. Peaceful hands. Exhale, lower to your heart. And one more. Inhale, rising. Exhale, lowering. Thank you. So today we read 2 books about hugs, and we learned that you don't have to have any special talent. You can just keep practicing, and it's okay to never be perfect as long as you're having fun and you're loving and hugging. And we always end yoga by saying namaste. What does namaste mean? The spirit in me honors the spirit in you.